It is something about this bathroom that y'all like because I made 4 videos and they didn't do nothing, y'all. I made them on my laptop and I've gotten good traction on the laptop. The quality is not that best, but nonetheless, I said to myself, let me bring my ass back in this bathroom because y'all seem to like this bathroom. I don't even know why, but we're gonna go with it. But let me tell you, I'm like, let me tell you, I got some mind blowing information download from heaven to me, and I'm gonna give it to you. Now, actually, it came this morning heavy because it came before, but I was like, you know what? It came before, but I was like, doing so much stuff, I kind of went on the back burner. So when it came back on me again, I said, oh, this is the mind blowing stuff I need to talk about. Before we get into that, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Let me tell you, don't go nowhere because you don't want to. You're gonna be thinking all day long. If you go somewhere, be like, oh man, what she said. So, but before I get to that, you know what? I have to work on trying to do something and talk at the same time because I'd be like, I got everything laid out here. What I'm supposed to do? I put my shea butter. I'm 60 years old. Y'all, I've been using shea butter for the past 20 years on my face. I think it helps. Oh. And I'd be like looking a little shiny, but by the time I get where I'm got to get, especially if I got to go to work, but I don't, it'll kind of calm down by then. But I have a hard time in doing something and then what do you call it? I have a hard time doing something and then having to talk at the same time, especially real fast. So y'all work with me. Work with me. Okay. Okay. First of all, I need to tell y'all this is about the YouTube growth. And this not per se the strategy, but just things I've learned. Because I told y'all I've been posting for like 2 months. So I'm seeing certain things. So I don't even know how to throw this down to y'all. Look at this piece of hair. The mind-blowing thing is that I'm gonna give you a little just an appetizer. You really have to be in tune to yourself. That's just the appetizer. That's the appetizer. That's not the bombshell. But you really have to know yourself because we're in that season that people want real stuff. They don't want nothing fake. They want something real. I don't know, the bathroom riding the car just helps them to identify or connect. But the mind-blowing thing is that I myself, and we keep hearing people saying, the realer that you are on YouTube and being yourself on YouTube, that's what gets the traction. Okay? All right. But the mind-blowing thing, let me put my lipstick on because see, I stopped talking. The mind-blowing thing that I want to drop down to y'all is that YouTube will help you find out who you are. That wasn't it. This was a little too much. It'll help you find out who you are. The mind-blowing thing that came to me was, y'all know how I like to step back. Is we keep saying, be yourself, just be real. If you do not know who you are, how in the hell can you be yourself? Oh my God. I feel like I got on a little too much. Let me say it again. If you don't know who you are, how in the hell do you know who to be? I'm saying that to say, see, we have gone through this life and we've all had different situations and different matters and different stories and different journeys and different stuff and different traumas that we have developed this persona. I'm gonna say persona of different. I don't want to say different personalities, but it's in a different bowl where you need to cover up who you are because you don't want nobody to know who you really are and what you've gone through, because sometimes we get embarrassed to our story. Let's put it that way. So therefore, if I didn't cover it all up, when I come up on YouTube, I am somebody else. I'm not really who I am. Come on now. I know y'all getting this. Woo! And so we keep saying, I'm being myself. I'm being real. No, you're not. No, you're not, sis. You're not being yourself. You're not being real because you all covered up. You don't even know it. You have walked through this pathway so long being covered up and protected by the persona and keeping things hidden that you don't even know you're doing it. So when you come on YouTube, you're being somebody that you're not. Let's use me for example. I really had a challenge in reference to, I was like, y'all, look, I ain't really trying to let them know who I really am. Because you be thinking, not per se will they like me, but will it be acceptable? Will I get chewed down? And y'all know a lot of us, we ain't trying to get chewed down on no YouTube. But the thing is, and I got to be real with y'all. I got at this moment, because I want to, what they say, I want to break some yokes here. I want to break some yokes. Now, close your eyes, turn your head, because some people might get a little offended. My struggle has been, I don't know where I got this from, because I don't come from a cursing family. But my first husband, he's passed away. Lord, he's a curse of a storm. And the husband I have now, child, that's just his natural talk. That's just the way he talks. And so I try to be ladylike. Y'all know my background is evangelism. You know, people think they think I'm just an evangelism or a minister or something like that. I have accepted that I am, but I have accepted that I'm a cursing evangelism, okay? Because every now and then you're going to get a curse word. And so I be thinking like, I'm like, and I'm like, but that's just a part of me. And I know y'all say, is it going to come out? Yeah, it's going to come out. Because I need to make a point here. So when people see that you are really yourself, when you really start peeling down the layers, ooh, girl, oh, Lord, this is going to be a sermon. When you start taking down all that stuff that you have covered yourself up and protected yourself, and you are standing there vulnerable, you standing there kind of like, but then that's who we want. So then you start knowing that, oh, okay, well, they okay with this shit. Oh, Lord, I didn't even know they would be all right with it. Let me tell you, people is in the day and time, whatever the fault is, whatever the holdback is, people not even looking at that anymore. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I hope I can help somebody else out. And so this is the last part of it. The last part is especially when it comes for 50, 60, 70, when I say 5, 6, 7, 8, 50, 60, 7, 8, we've been taught and embedded in us. Don't you tell those family secrets. Don't you tell that stuff. And I'm telling you, y'all, when I thought about, so what stories can I tell? I have so many stories. But I'm not gonna say I don't want to tell those stories. But I've gone through a lot of things. I've had mental health issues with my brother. We both went through the same things in the family home, but he really got attacked with it more than I did. And to see how children go through the same exact things, but one will turn to substance abuse and one, don't. Have daughter that she has her struggles and stresses, and she's going through her things. And how do you work with a daughter and as a mother, you're giving her all that what to need, but then you have to realize that this person has to get more help than you. And as a Black mom, we don't play that mess. But you have to be understanding that sometimes that's what it is, and you have to work with it. I've gone through many bad relationships, toxic relationships, but because of my family background, what I went through as a young girl, I just wanted to find love in all the wrong places and found myself in a mess. It was always on the tail end that, nobody wanted to marry me. I'm like, I have so much love to give, but nobody wants to marry me. Just to get myself in a situation that I found myself, sitting in jail. And I'm like, ain't nobody trying to tell all that information. And see, we are told not to tell our family secrets. But if you want to get on YouTube, you're going to have to tell some stories, because I talked about Billy Brown the other day. Even if it's for a one somebody. So I'm going to end it up because I don't want this to be too long. The thing is, when you hear, be yourself. Talk about your stories. Well, if you didn't cover it up for so long, it's almost like I'm hearing y'all saying, well, which one of my sales do I bring on here? And that's not the problem, but that's the issue. Woo, y'all, I'm hearing, oh Lord, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm hearing the Holy Spirit say, if you are here on YouTube and you trying to start your YouTube channel going, and you want your views, you want to build a community, because you're on here, you want to connect with people, you want to give somebody some inspiration, but you're covered up, but we're going to come back out there. Now, at least you started the first step. At least you started the first step. And I'm telling, I'm a praying person, even though I may curse, girl. Honey, I love some Lord. He comes first in my life. He knows I have this little thing I'm working on, and I am working on it. Now that you coming on YouTube and you need to be yourself, you can't come no other way. Now you know what the prayer is that you bring to God to say, help me. Help me to peel off my layers. Help me to see who I am. Help me to take off the persona. Help me to pull off the protection. Help me to give me the strength. Help me to give me the confidence to be okay, to reveal myself. Because I want to help somebody else, but you can't help nobody if you're going to come on here and be fake. You can't help nobody if you don't want to come on here and tell a story. That story is going to edify and heal you, the storyteller, and it's going to heal somebody else. I'm going to shut this thing down, because I tell you, I hope and pray that that was some bathroom revelation for you, because it was bathroom revelation for me. I can take it and run on down the road with it. Y'all be a blessing. Always forget, look, hit subscribe, hit that little button so you'll know when I come up again. And also, if you just like the video, just put a like on there. We'll go with that. Blessings. Sit with, I got to close this up, but sit with that, y'all. When you ride in the car, you just ask God, say, God, help me to be me. Help me to identify who I am. Help me to build off the layers. This YouTube is helping a lot of people in being able to identify who they really are.